Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Richard Chaplin, the founder and chief executive of the Managing Partners Forum, and your proud host for today's ceremony of the Forum's 19th Annual Management Excellence Awards, Best Collegiate Culture. And this is sponsored by the CBI. But unfortunately, none of their people can be here today, so please welcome Claire Mitchell, who will announce the winner on their behalf. Okay, let's find out who are the finalists for this category. Evershed Sutherland, Hayes McIntyre, Keystone Law, Perez Lorca, and Shakespeare Martineau. In second place for Best Collegiate Culture is Hayes McIntyre. It's to you, Claire, now to announce the winner.
So the winner for Best Collegiate Culture is Keystone Law.
Please welcome Fiona Severs.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Fiona.
Really, congratulations. And Head of Community of Engagement, Best Collegiate. I mean, this is just your sweet spot, isn't it? I think.
You've made my year.
I've made my year. Oh, well, this is good. And we've done it in a Remo platform. Do you want to talk a bit about Remo? Because I love the idea of the virtual boozer and the winter wonderland. You've really taken the concept and really. Was this because you were virtual already? Because some people know Keystone is a virtual firm. Did you recognize that this was actually going to really help you?
Yeah, we were really lucky, obviously, right at the start of the pandemic. Most of our 400 lawyers already worked remotely from home. We had a lot of the technology in place. But we worked out very quickly that while Teams was a brilliant platform for collaborating with work, it wasn't great at socializing. And you might find it quite surprising, but actually, although a lot of people think that our lawyers don't know each other or they all work in a dispersed way, actually we were always really, really collegiate, and we'd always really invested in the community. But we used to do that in a very face-to-face way with lots of parties, lots of functions and lots of events. And we worked out very quickly that Teams wouldn't help us there, but this new platform, Remo, would. And so we organised almost like sort of weekly, we called it Team Up Tuesday. So every Tuesday we would run events on Remo, which would allow our colleagues to sort of almost speed date, randomly be appointed to a table and have those serendipitous occasions where you bump into a colleague like you would at a water cooler and just keep the connections alive. And then when it came to, so that happened during the day, but we realized that people were missing out on drinks in the evening and having a more relaxed event. So yeah, we rebranded it, put a bit of Keystone magic on it and opened the Keystone Arms, sent out a bottle of wine, which encouraged people to turn up. And 99% of people in the firm turned up to our inaugural Keystone Arms event. And then we rebranded it again as a Winter Wonderland for our Christmas party. So it's just a way of keeping everyone in touch throughout the whole pandemic.
The other one I noticed that you talk about is a kids' activity book for people who are homeschooling. How did that work?
Well, we obviously realised very early on that lots of people were struggling with homeschooling, and our lawyers obviously have complete flexibility over how and when they work, but lots of them were saying, they could fit the work in early in the morning, later in the evening, but that meant they were often bearing the brunt of the homeschooling because maybe their partner had a more structured work. So we set up an initiative whereby we created a children's activity book to send out, to cover many ages, to send out to all of our lawyers, to give them something to do with their kids when they weren't doing schoolwork, to keep them, occupied if they needed maybe to do a quick Zoom call, speak to a client, or just something to do with their kids that would be fun and not necessarily stressful and schoolwork based.
Well, what's fascinating is, again, in the submission, you comment that your firm in a recent independent survey had a 94% employee satisfaction score and was named in that report as the UK's happiest law firm. In your job, that must be a real accolade as well. So congratulations to you on that too.
Thank you very much.